I can remember as far back as, well, as far back as I can. I don't remember what grade it was, but I remember sitting at the kitchen table talking with my mother about some kind of a school project that I wanted to do. And she had actually the idea, and I just wanted to kind of go on with it. And um, really, what it was actually to do like our own little animation thing, kind of. I mean, that's what I'm kind of calling it now, but back then I think it's just called it like a moving picture or something like that. What I did is, I should say, what we did, my mom and I, we took a shoebox, just an empty shoebox, flipped it on its side, and cut out a rectangle in the middle of the bottom of the shoebox. So when you're looking at it, you're looking at the shoebox like this, and there's a little hole. I don't know how big it was, but it was big enough. Um, and I remember then she put two pencils on either side of the shoebox, closer to the ends of the boxes. So it kind of looks like a TV antenna, or it looks like, I don't know, like a robot type thing. Uh, depending on how it just depends on how you look at it. Hopefully, I'm explaining it right. But and then I decided, I'm like, what I really would like to do is actually make it move, make the pictures move somehow. And of course, I'm not a millionaire, by far. And so my mom thought, well, why don't we get some register tape, just receipt tape. Jeff wanted to just draw some stuff on it, and I did. I drew some sceneries. My mom and my dad both helped with some of the scenes. And what she did is that she actually put at one end the spool or the receipt tape that had the drawings on it. She put it at one end. At the other end, she taped just a little bit of the. I know this sounds kind of weird where I'm going with all this, but she actually taped the other side of the other receipt tape, the end of it, to the pencil, and the pictures were already drawn on it. So then you set the box up, and then you start moving the pencils. And when you see go across that box, that cutout that you put in there, you see the pictures that you draw move. And that was the first time I ever did any kind of animation before I did the what we all like to call the flip book animation, where you actually physically take all the different pages of a flip book or a notepad or something, and you draw a little circle on like the corners, or you draw like just stick figures, maybe doing somersaults or something. That was before I even did that. And I just kind of sat there and think, I'm like, wow, like I don't even know how old I was. I was very young. I don't know how old I was, but it was fantastic that my mom and I both came up with that. And she mainly came up with just how to create the box thing. And I'm like, I want to do something with moving pictures, and that's kind of what she thought of. So we collaborated together on that. And now today, here I am, actually owning my very own animation studio. A little more technically advanced than just a shoebox and some register tape. Um, but here I am. I'm actually trying to fund my very first animation. And I think it is so freaking cool that right now we have some people who have funded, and we have a lot of people, thank you for everybody, who has made some noise and who is putting it out there saying, hey, Jeff Balke Studios is here. They're making their first animation. Now, what I'm doing with the animations, though, I'm not just doing computer animation. No, 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 no. I want to keep as true as I could when I was a kid. When I grew up loving animations, the way most of us grew up loving animations, with like the Saturday morning cartoons, it was all of that. And, that's what I like. So that's what I'm going back and I'm doing with my studio. We're creating animations, all of our short animations, by cell animation, which means everything is done by hand. Now, unfortunately, that is a dying art. Not many studios really do that. You really can't find the celluloid, the plastic clear sheets. You really can't find a whole lot of that. Um, but I don't care. I'm gonna do it. I found a couple places that have celluloid, so that's no problem anymore. So I'm just very excited that I can now do this. I can say, oh my gosh, I'm gonna say roughly about 30, maybe 32, 33 years later. Oh my God, yeah, I just aged myself, and I'm going further with it, and I'm gonna stick to it. It's gonna be one hell of a hard road, but I'm gonna keep doing it. So I don't care. because I think the ideas that I have, I really want to share with you guys. I think you guys are really going to enjoy them. I've sat back in the shadows for such a long time at every job that I've done, including comic books. I couldn't put forth my own voice. Well, now it's my time. It's my time to do it. So I'm going to do it. So I really hope you guys can help us out on IndieGoGo, Jeff Balke Studios. Help us out on IndieGoGo. We have 3 days left, guys. 3 days. And we still have to raise about $1,500 to get our first animation done. Now, we're not asking for tons. We're asking for $1,500 at least. So please go to IndieGoGo. It's on my Facebook page. It's on my website. It's on the studio website. It's on the studio page website, Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram. It's everywhere. So please, guys, if you can at least help out, $5 goes a long way. You know, from $5 to $100, you guys can please pledge. That would be fantastic. Definitely, of course, get it out there. Make some noise about the animation. This is very important. I'm also very honored to be working with a Disney animator, a former Disney animator, who has worked in the animation industry for a very long time. I want to say 30 years, but I don't know if that's 100% correct. It's right around that time frame, I think, though. Rick Farmelo, he's worked on numerous animations. A couple of the Disney ones that he's worked on, just to name a couple, The Little Mermaid. He's also worked on Aladdin. Outside of that, I know he's worked on some Snoopy. You know, so he's worked on a lot of animations in his career and in his lifetime. And I really am excited that he is actually working with us and getting out our very first animation short. So please, guys, go check out our IndieGoGo page. It's right here on Facebook. I've got it on Twitter. I've got it everywhere. Go and check it out. And please, help sponsor us, or help pledge as much as you can, anywhere from $5 to $100. Great perks in between there. Anything from a very big thank you, getting a shout out on all of our pages, to an actual animation cell that was used in the animation itself. So those are very rare to find, you know, especially for just $100. So guys, please, thank you so much. I hope we can actually make this happen. Any way you look at it, it's going to happen. I don't care either way. Every penny counts. Everything helps. And like I said, we're making it regardless. So thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a great Sunday.